Terra Invictus is an old-school hex-crawl campaign setting. It is accompanied by a free 8-page Player's Guide PDF containing basic instructions on what's expected of a player in a hex crawl, a chart displaying the 117 deities available to the players, brief descriptions of 3 major kingdoms in the region, the local ecology, and details on 3 starting towns that the player could choose from as their entry point into the world. Although intended for use with Ambition and Avarice 2nd Edition OSR rule set, classic stat blocks are provided for easy use with any old-school system. However, it is intended to be an expression of how to really run an Ambition and Avarice hex crawl, and it incorporates a lot of the tools that the game provides, as you'll see coming up. Terra Invictus is first of 3 planned modules set in the world of Aegis, culminating hopefully in a combined full world trilogy set. And this is the campaign map, printed on the back of the print-on-demand book and the last page of the PDF download. It's also available in JPEG as a free download with the player guide. It represents the totality of player knowledge at the start of the adventure and contains the names and locations of all the civilized cities and towns, along with major geographical features. There are 3 starting towns. The first option is in the far northeast in Bogoria, in the Kingdom of Bochnia. This is the safest and most distant town from the action. It's recommended for cautious players that like to plan ahead. The second possible starting location is Morio, in the Kingdom of Landerond. This is a frontier town with danger in every direction, but it lacks access to sea transport and quick movement. The last option is Cascais, in the south, in the Kingdom of Murado. This is by far the most dangerous starting location, and it is surrounded by significant challenges. As explained in the player guide, the kingdoms of Murado and Landerond are currently at war, creating a no man's land between the 2 kingdoms. The uncivilized portion of the map is even more dangerous, with temperate, subtropical, and badland biomes, each of which is packed with monsters and treasure. There's also 2 large dungeons hidden somewhere on the map. The players can gather rumors about these dungeons using the dungeon familiarity rules from Ambition and Avarice. So by the time they get to the site, they'll have an idea about what's inside, some starting intel, and a plan, hopefully. The map's 304 detailed hexes and dungeons are packed with every one of Ambition and Avarice's 196 monsters. Stat blocks are provided where they appear and in a convenient appendix at the back of the book. Each hex description comes with a 1d6 encounter table roll as the party enters the hex, along with weather and initial impressions to give the players while you make the roll. This is followed by 21 different content types, from trading opportunities to traps to monster behavior, each marked with its own icon, as described by the notation section in the front of the book. There's also a direction test DC to leave the hex, failure on which puts the players off course. At the front of each dungeon chapter is the dungeon familiarity chart that I mentioned earlier. As the characters speak to NPCs across the map, they gain points on this table and learn more about what awaits them inside. There's also a classic wandering and attracted monster table, and classic stat blocks are in place everywhere a monster is mentioned, so you don't have to look anything up. Like each hex description, dungeon rooms are also organized by topic and icon for easy reference by the dungeon master. And in addition to the treasure detailed in hex and dungeon room descriptions, every monster is also keyed to a treasure table that's provided in the appendix. All of this material combined provides you with enough content to run literally hundreds of sessions that take the party from 1st to 20th level. Terra Invictus is available for download in PDF or print on demand at drivethrurpg.com. Check it out today.